Hello. This is episode 2 of Yapping with Brianna. Yes, and today I'm here with another special guest, which is the same special guest, Papi. Introduce yourself again. Reintroduce, I guess.
Hello, everyone. How you doing?
Yeah, it's good. Pretty good day today.
Yes.
New day, new start.
Right? A new how you call it? New content.
New content.
New topic.
Yeah, new topics.
Yes.
Yep. Today we have a couple topics we want to talk about today. So yeah, I just wanted to talk about some stuff. So let's get into it.
By the way, I
guess.
love the music.
Right. It's a music change. Yep, we're changing up the music. I think this one is the permanent one.
Yes. Sounds nice.
Right.
I love it.
And speaking of things that I love, did you hear about, you remember a couple months ago when I told you that Ruby Frankie got arrested? The family vlogger?
The ones from Utah?
Yeah.
Yes, I remember that.
So a couple months ago, like 2 months ago, she actually got her sentencing, which is up to 60 years.
60 years.
Yeah, 60 years.
That's a lot.
It's a lot of time, yeah. And, that had me really thinking about the topic of...
Can I ask you something? 60 years, but she was that she got charged for just one of the kids, or she got
because
she
6 kids.
She got 6 kids, so they discovered that she did more stuff to the other kids too, right? So that's what I thought, because I remember there was only one of them who kind of got to escape, and one of her youngest son actually ended up escaping the home, because they weren't at their home that they used to film in. They were at Jody Hildebrand's home, which was her co-worker, I guess. They were at her home, and the youngest son escaped and went to the neighbor's house and was like, knock knock, we need help. And there was actually the phone call and a bunch of pictures, evidence leaked actually. Yo, crazy stuff. The family was like, yeah, we got a boy here from our neighbors, he needs help. He doesn't look like he's eating or drinking. He looks tired. Wow.
He had they had tape on his wounds, stuff like that. Their backs were like bones. It was crazy. And I think when they found the little girl, Eve, when they found her, she was in a dark room, like a dark room, just by herself. I'm pretty sure. I guess it's their punishment rooms, but people were talking about it because a bunch of evidence leaked, and they had them in 100 and something degree weather, working with no shoes outside.
What?
Working outside for hours. And they used to get sunburns and blisters.
This is supposedly being Christian people.
Mormons.
Mormons. Mormones.
Yeah,
Como los conocemos en el mundo de los hispanos, mormones.
Mormons, yep.
Because Utah, for those who don't know, is a
very Mormon state.
98%, I would say, of the people who live there are Mormons.
It's a very Mormon state. Yeah. But it's crazy, it's crazy because I actually used to watch not their family, but her sister Bonnie actually had a channel as well with her 2 kids. And I used to watch them, but they used to make videos where both of them used to collab or whatever. But what's crazy is that mostly all of the family is against Ruby. It's crazy. But also
now,
yeah,
I bet
now
because because I bet before that she was bringing up the money, because she was making money with those kids.
Yeah, but she wasn't giving it to like her family, like
No,
her
but
aunt
they
and her thing,
benefited in one way. I bet you. I don't know, some way that we're getting benefit from that.
because um her sister Bonnie said that she knew that her kid, that she was like strict because she, I guess they didn't really see, because Ruby, I guess, cut off like a lot of contact with her family. Um and she knew that Ruby was really like strict with her kids, but she didn't know she was like abusing them. That, at least that's what she said. And
That's the one that the co-worker.
no, that's the sister said that.
Their sister said that she didn't know their
Uh-huh.
sister was abusing their kids.
Cause she they didn't hang out or anything. They used to hang out, like they used to like go over to each other's houses like 6-7 years before this happened.
Wow. And,
But
and what happened to
she cut off
the
a lot of ties.
and
Grandparents.
the husband?
The husband is like, he went to trial, made this whole big front talking about some, yeah, like my wife deserves to like be like in jail, whatever. Like what she did was to my children was wrong. And, like,
Where he was and all of these.
They were separated.
Oh, he didn't know. Okay.
They were separated. And basically he's back with the kids now.
And then the parents
Of Ruby,
yeah,
the grandparents,
mm-hmm.
they were actually on her side, kind of.
What?
On the courtroom, because it's like half the side. They were on her side of the courtroom, which is really sad, honestly.
Unfortunately, most of the parents are like that.
Mm-hmm.
No matter if the kids are bad or or not, they're always gonna be on their kid's side. Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, and they don't see the whatever they're blind and they don't see that the kids are doing something wrong. Wow, that's crazy. That's really messed up.
It's crazy because honestly, like it's also crazy how like people had been saying it for years, because the reason that she like shut down the whole channel and whatever
mm-hmm.
is because people started to like call CPS and like kids.
CPS was that?
Is that no DCF?
DCF, Child and Family Service. Yeah.
I thought it was Child Protective Services.
What it's of depends. Yeah,
Depends
yeah.
on
You can
what
say
state.
Child Protective Services. Yeah,
DCF,
you can say that.
CPS. I don't know.
Different states, different names.
Yeah, whatever. Anyway, so Child Protective Services, whatever, came over and apparently something like that, or talked to the kids or the school, and also people from the kids' school started to like reach out to them, like kids from the kids' school. They used to be like, "Hey, like, I seen your vlog. Like, are you okay? And like, your parents are rude and abusive. Like,
do they
you
show
need help."
Did they ever show that type of abuse of the kids?
Not like physical abuse, but like clear like manipulation and like mental abuse. I actually seen this one disturbing clip where basically the little girl Eve, she was like 4 years old at the time. Her mom was like, "Oh, get dressed, we're gonna go see a movie," and she was like, "Oh, what movie?" And she was like, "Wow, you're so ungrateful. You're being so ungrateful that you're not gonna see, like, it's just a movie. You just get dressed and you don't ask. It's just a movie. You go now." Like, like crazy like that.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, she like was like manipulating her. She was like, "You hurt mommy's feelings by asking what movie we're gonna go see."
Wow.
Like, and she would like pretend. I guess she pretended to call like the babysitter. She was like, "Yeah, Eve's being really ungrateful. And like we're not gonna go without her, so we was wondering if you could babysit for her." And like her daughter was literally crying, like apologizing to her. She was like, "No, please, I want to go see the movie." And she was like, "Yeah, no, she's really rude, like like that, like making the little girl feel sorry for her, and like using all these like manipulation tactics or whatever on her, like, and it's like crazy, like it's really odd." How,
Incredible.
Yeah.
I'm really surprised.
Yeah.
How many years did they? How old was these kids? Like,
I don't know how old they were now. I'm like I think they're like I want to say like they're like 9.
wow.
And 10 maybe, like
9 and 10. I'm guessing.
How many kids? 6, you said. 6 kids.
Yeah, 6 kids they had.
Wow.
I'm pretty sure.
All from the same dad.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
Because I guess they ran away together and like.
When they were young.
Yeah, when they're like 8. She was like 18 and he was like, I don't know, like 20 something.
Oh my god.
But
poor kids.
Yeah, no, it's crazy.
Poor kids, and unfortunately, those type of situations are the one that I bet they were raised on their church, on whatever way that she was doing her religion. And those type of kids, when they get that problems like that, when they now they're not with their mom, they will never. It's really rare that it's really hard for them to go back to
any religion.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, because they think that
every religion's like that.
Yes,
every church is like that.
It's,
I'm not doubting there's probably a good Mormon church out there that shares love and whatever, but they wouldn't know that because
they got weird beliefs.
No, yeah, they do. I heard it's like you get your own planet if you die or something like that.
Yeah, and you can marry a lot of women if you want.
Yeah,
apparently, I don't know.
You can have a lot of wives, stuff like that. I don't know. It's weird, but
it is a weird thing. So
but can't hate. So, not our religion. We don't know much about it, but it's like it's weird. It's weird, but but it's also like, I guess like, so. Oh, and another punishment. I guess I remember this actually. It like went really. It was like a viral clip that So, their oldest son, Chad, he woke up. Actually, I'm pretty sure it was the kid that called the police or went to go get help from the neighbors. He actually, what is it called? He woke him up and was like, "Hey, we're going to Disneyland at like 4 a.m., right?" And the kid got ready, mad excited. He was like, "Ah."
I imagine.
He was like, got ready.
Go to Disneyland. Se vistió más rápido que
yeah. And he was like, psych, we're not going to Disneyland, whatever. And then it was like, he was like, okay, whatever, got me, haha, like whatever. And the mom found out and she was mad. And she she took away his bed for like a year.
What?
Like, I'm talking.
And he was sleeping on the floor?
Yeah. In the bathroom floor.
What?
In the bathroom floor, I'm pretty sure it was.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
This is horrible.
Mm-hmm.
Horrible people.
He was, I guess for a while, he was sleeping on a beanbag.
This lady was, I don't know, she was crazy.
She's crazy. She's, like, weird.
Mental problems, because how do you...
And, no, you know what's crazy, though? Is she was in court, and she was like, "I'm sorry to my precious kids. I never meant to hurt you guys. I promise. I'm sorry for," she said, and I quote, "sorry for hurting your tender souls." Like, girl.
Incredible. Wow.
Like, she's a whole weirdo, and, like, it's crazy.
Tender souls. They don't have no more tender souls after all that.
Yeah, no.
They got scars on their souls. Because they're going to remember that forever.
Exactly. It's crazy,
unfortunately.
Too. Like, have you heard of the Turnip family?
Who was that? Another one?
Yeah, it was kind of like this. It wasn't like a family vlogging channel, but it was kind of like a similar situation, where it was, I think it was like 12 kids.
12?
12.
Oh, those are the ones not on YouTube. Those are the ones on TV?
No.
Because I remember there was one family, big family.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. The one that was like 30-something kids.
Big. I don't even remember which one was it.
They had like 30-something kids. I know what you're talking about.
I think they were gonna get divorced.
Yeah. No, yeah, I know what you're talking about. Apparently, one of the guys from that family, he ended up being a pedophile.
Wow.
He was a pedophile apparently, and like a bunch of other crazy stuff. I think one of them even went to jail. Like.
Yeah, I remember that show. That show was very famous. I remember when I used to do magazines. I used to put the magazines. There was a lot of magazines about them. You know? And
they're
I remember
always caught up in something.
Yeah, I remember one of the topics was that. I think that they were getting a divorce, and But I usually didn't pay attention to them, to the gossiping of them. I used to see the front cover,
And that's it.
and that's it. And I, because imagine if I would have got caught up with all the gossiping.
Yo, would have never got your work done.
No.
But for real though, but no, but it was crazy. Like basically what happened was it was like 12 kids, and it was like they never went to school ever. Like
What?
no homeschool, no nothing, like 0 Z. I think there was only like 6 of them when they were in a trailer, like, and the parents just abandoned them and only took like 2 of them, and then left the other like 4 to be like abandoned. And then they took them again, and then they moved away from Texas to Utah. I'm pretty sure it was too, Utah. And I don't know what's up with Utah. Utah's so like odd. They need to get their stuff together. I don't know. But
Don't get me wrong, Utah is a beautiful
no,
place.
it's a great place. Like it looks beautiful, but
beautiful place.
some like those really like culty religious places, like they need to like get their stuff together. Like, you know, stuff with the FLD things and all those like Mormon cults and stuff. It's crazy. They need to get their stuff together. And but
and
no,
and not that there's nothing wrong to teach your kids these days. Let me tell you, a lot of parents, because of the stuff that is happening in school, indoctrination and stuff, they have decided to doing schooling on their
homeschool.
own because it's so hard to let others try to put weird
Their
stuff
own stuff on
their
their
weird
kids,
ideas
yeah.
on their heads. I remember we used to have a neighbor back in the day, but apparently she was getting bullied a lot at school, and the parents decide to start doing homeschooling. I don't know, you remember her, right? What's that her name? Remember Sally and Mike, and forgot the name.
were
of
those
them.
the kids that lived over there?
Yeah, first floor. Sally and Mike.
Oh yeah,
and
I know the ones
the
who
daughter. I forgot the name of the daughter. Lisa,
Yeah.
something like that. I think it was.
Lisa,
Lisa, something like that.
Lisa.
Yeah.
It's something
So-
with an L. I don't remember.
So they decided to do homeschooling.
Yeah.
And today, I don't know if I'm going to recommend a movie for you to watch. You're going to be surprised. It's a really good movie. And for everybody who wants to see a good movie, it's called Captain Fantastic, 2016 movie. And it's about a guy, a couple who decided that it was not good the underworld to raise their kids, and they decided to go and live basically on the woods.
Oh, like live.
And
Where? Yeah.
they were very smart parents. They were very accomplished couple. I think they were university professors and stuff
Oh yeah,
like that.
like
So
very degrees and all that stuff. Yeah.
they were really, really, and they got 6 kids.
6. Wow.
And the lady dies, and the father is the one who I don't want to spoil it too much, but it's a good movie.
He's like left to raise them.
Yeah, but they're already
Older, like
The-
teenagers.
some of them, but most of them are teenagers, and he just got like two of them are small. And something happened that he had to take them back to the real world, to
To the city life.
the city life. They never been to the city life. And the main thing, one of the biggest thing when they came, I remember that impacted me. They went to, I think it was a supermarket or something. I don't remember. When they start seeing people and they say, what happened to that person? If they're sick, everybody here is sick. And he was like, why are you saying that? Oh, because everybody here is fat. And what happened is those kids were good educated. They were super smart because they only read good books. It's such a good movie, incredible good movie. I would love everybody to see that movie. It shows you, I don't know, like another way of living. And
How other people see the world. all that
yes,
stuff,
yes, it's so good. And they live in a school bus.
A school bus. Oh,
Yeah.
I hate those van life.
No,
buses.
but he turned it into like a
No,
house.
like a house. I know.
It's, oh my God, Captain Fantastic. Look it up. It's really good. And keep going, Brianna. Sorry to interrupt.
Yeah, no, interrupted me for like 30 minutes. Kind of rude. But no, they moved from Texas to Utah, and they had like 12 kids, and they used to like, they lived in a hoarder house. They used to get fast food every day.
Wow.
Just for the parents. Can I just say that?
Those one got fat real good. Right away.
It was fast food just for the parents, and they used to put a lock on the fridge and the cabinets and all that stuff.
I ain't seen that here.
And and they would do that, and
they were what? They were what?
And they but no, they used to like put locks on the cabinets and stuff, and but I felt bad because if they used to found out that they used to sneak food and stuff, they would like chain them to the bed.
What?
For like a week's
Exorcist type of type.
Yeah, like no, they should like they would chain them to the bed.
Starve to death.
No, it's not even like, it's crazy. They used to like pee themselves and like.
Oh my God!
Like,
to that level?
Yeah, no, they used to like chain them to the bed. They wouldn't take baths for like years.
What?
They wouldn't let them take baths.
What's the name of those ones again?
The Turnip Family.
There's
a whole interview about it. The girl was 13 years old.
These are not YouTubers. You learn about this in what? In a documentary or something?
Yeah, it was a documentary.
Documentary.
Yeah, but they didn't even know one of the oldest, I think she was like 17, 16. She didn't know what medication was.
Wow.
She never swallowed a pill before. She looked so malnourished that they thought she was like 12 to 13. She was like 18, 17.
Wow.
And her name was Jordan Turnip. She did a interview. Everyone should go watch it. It's very crazy, like disturbing. But if you're into documentaries and stuff like that, you probably already watched it. But you should definitely check it out if you're into that whole.
What's the name again?
Turnip Family. The Turnip Family. If you
where
search
do they
up
have
Jordan
it?
Turnip, there's a documentary on YouTube about it.
Okay.
So it's free, like no thing. It's not really a documentary. It's more like a long hour interview, kind of a documentary, whatever.
Watch it, people.
Watch it. It's so good. It's
so good and scary at the same time. You cannot believe there's some
like,
people like that in this world.
No, you
but
can't.
They are, and I bet they are worse people like that.
It's crazy because they used to have them wear the same clothes, and their parents were such hoarders that they used to buy like new children's clothes and costumes and all that stuff, like good clothes, and they would not let their kids wear it.
What? And then what they buying it for?
I don't know. They were hoarders. They used to have toys and board games and all this stuff, and they would not let them wear it.
Wow.
And so not a couple years ago, this is probably old now. It's like 2014, 2016. I don't know if you remember, there was this Barbie doll that had a camera on the back. I don't know if you remember that.
You never got into Barbies.
Yeah, but I begged you for that because it had a camera on it. I thought it was so cool. But it actually got recalled because people were like, oh, it's watching us, da-da-da, you know, how people are. Conspiracy
because
theorists.
You never got into really like
No,
Barbies.
yeah, I didn't like Barbies. They were too small. I don't know. I didn't like them. I liked like American Girl dolls and the Our Generation dolls.
Yeah.
Like the bigger dolls. But they had she had a photo, I guess, of like the actual, I just hit the mic. She had a photo of her siblings chained up on a bed she had photos of that in her house, but she also had a photo of them chained up on her phone. She got a hold of a phone somehow because even her like oldest siblings who were like 25, 26, like around there, like I think either like old. They were kind of, I want to say, kind of in on it, on the whole thing, kind of, you know, because they would also be like I guess like if they would sneak food and the oldest would catch them, be like, oh, she snuck food, kind of stuff. God. Like I guess they were kind of snitches, but no, Jordan Turnip, she escaped the house, and she called the police. She didn't even know what street she lived on. She didn't know her address. She didn't know what street she lived on. Like, crazy thing. And they didn't even, like... He kind of couldn't even believe it for a second, the police officer that went to go...
No, imagine. It's so
like,
horrible.
He was like... you stop going to school in first grade, like you're not homeschooled. Like he was like he couldn't even believe it for a second.
No, and the thing is, it's so weird because do you remember what kind of state they were in?
Like, what do you mean? Like the actual state?
Yeah,
like,
they didn't tell what state.
I think they were in Utah.
Oh no, okay.
It was
Not because
Utah
like
case.
usually when your kid doesn't go to school in some sort of amount of days, they'll
Yeah.
call child services right away.
But I think you know what I think it was is that they stopped going to school when they left Texas. That's why.
Okay.
They left Texas and they moved to Utah. I don't think they even registered
Yes,
any type of schooling.
Wow.
In
Wow.
Utah, so I think that's kind of how they got away with it. But
Mhm.
they didn't even put them through homeschooling or anything like that. It's crazy.
Oh my god.
Yeah, but no, it's like you should definitely watch the Turn Up family case. It's horrifying, honestly. You know, it's not as bad as other cases. You know, where they're like killing the kids, but you know, honestly, if Jordan Turnup hadn't done something like that sooner, a kid wouldn't end up dying. You know, so she's very brave for that, honestly. But no, it's crazy. She's crazy case, honestly. But you know, it's sad. There's a lot of like family vloggers and like big like Mormon families like that's happening. You know, but honestly, family bloggers just bother me in general.
You don't like anymore to see that, right?
No, I used to like I can.
What happened to the Australian
the
ones?
Australian the Norris nuts?
Those I used.
They're still doing it. They're still doing their little.
I used to like kinda
Like they weren't.
them, but
They were kind of annoying.
but they were annoying. They
Yeah,
were annoying.
they're always yelling and
Yeah,
stuff like that. I was a big fan
that's
in
the
like
only thing.
5th grade, 6th grade. I was
But
such a-
you were into them, real.
yeah, I was
real,
watching all their videos every day.
Yeah,
But it's not really. I kind of stopped watching it, because
and the other one
it
too.
just kind of like which one?
Well, it's not well, I don't consider it a family, but they are a family because the mom comes out on most of the videos.
Which one?
The Amira.
Oh,
The only thing was missing is the dad. I never saw the
I
dad.
don't think he was around ever. I don't think so.
But the mom always on the videos.
And the brother sometimes.
brother
and Paul.
And the boyfriend and Amira.
Yeah. I don't. People were saying that they were dating. There was rumor. They never confirmed it, but I have a feeling.
She got a store and everything.
Yeah, no, she had a Slimatory thing. She had a game.
Yeah.
I downloaded.
She
Y'all
really,
such a big fan. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. But what was it? Yeah, the Norris nuts. Yeah, I stopped watching them, but
They still
honestly,
on?
Yeah, they're still doing their thing.
those kids have to be big now, really big.
Yeah, the oldest is like 19.
Wow.
The other one's like 16. The other one's like 14, 15. Like they're teenagers now. But I heard
Mm-hmm.
that it was like right after I stopped watching them, I guess. They adopted a puppy,
Mm-hmm.
and the dad stepped on the puppy and it died.
Oh my God! But by accident?
Yeah, he stepped on its rib cage.
Oh my God!
And they bought another puppy the same week.
Oh my God!
Right after it
That
died.
is so. I seen stuff like that.
It's
But
like,
accidents of dogs and
a lot of people say it wasn't an accident though, because you know what? In previous videos, he was like, "Oh, if we get a puppy, I'm gonna get rid of it," and stuff like that.
wow! I'm gonna get rid of yours.
All right,
Yeah.
don't play with me. If you ever, oh my, if Ollie goes missing, Bob's the first one breaking down crying. His knees will be wobbling.
I don't like my
Tears
dog.
will be like,
I don't like my
Yo.
dog. For everybody, we own a dog,
oh,
name is Ollie. and I hate that dog. Like
He's
you
like
guys don't have it.
attached to him at the hip. Oh my gosh, that is like Papi's shadow. Like
No, yeah,
that is.
I love that dog.
So, oh my gosh.
And the funny thing is, we got him. You know, we didn't know that he was. Fortunately, he was sick,
Yeah, he's sick.
and he's a epileptic dog. And at beginning, you know, I don't know if you people know. When you get a dog, you don't know if he's gonna get epileptic until like he's 5 or 6 years old. That's
No,
when
it's
the,
like 3 or 4.
3 or 4. The attacks start coming out.
Yeah.
The seizure attacks. And it was the first time that we seen something like that. We seen the dog, you know, doing well, and then all suddenly we seen that he kind of like went off his legs in the back, fall to the floor, and then he could
Yeah.
barely walk, and he was shaking like crazy. And I took him to the vet, and he was at, and they give him medication, and it's,
Fortunately, though, you know, we live in a world where there's new medicine and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But
and everything is thing that is control.
Yeah,
Now,
it's mostly controlled and all that stuff.
Now he doesn't get them like he used
like
to.
crazy.
When he gets them, that he's rarely now.
Yeah, they're super mild.
Super mild.
Before they were also mild. Like they're mostly he kind of like his limbs. He kind of like gets under like.
Yeah, he loses control of the walking.
Of like him walking and stuff like that. But I see like in other stuff that like, you know, dogs who have like more like crazy aggressive seizures, their like jaws will clamp open and like very hideous, like very, very
it's sad. It's sad. It's sad.
But unfortunately he has them, but fortunately they're not as, you know, harmful. If they were like hurting him like how they are for other dogs, it would it would be you know, worse.
Hey, but by the way, I love that dog.
Yeah, no, like he's our baby.
Like you guys don't even have an idea. Like
no word. But I never seen Pa cry ever. Like if you know, you know. Seeing your dad cry is like a crazy, like it's a rarity.
Yeah.
But yo,
that dog made me cry.
When he had a seizure one time, I don't remember what day it was, but I think it's like every day that he has it. Every time that he has it, Bobby's like sheds a little tear. You know.
Yeah.
Sheds a little tear. It's
of anger.
All right.
No, but let's go back to the topic. Hey, the other day, you know, this topic I think came on because the other day I was telling you about me and Brianna were eating dinner and we were talking about stuff like this, and we were like, and I came up and I said to Brianna, "Hey, do you remember the Melendez brothers?" And Brianna knew about them. Like I was surprised. Like
no, like
you weren't even born when this happened.
No, everyone knows about them. Like,
I don't know if you know, the Melendez brothers were two rich kids, like rich, and they still are, I believe. You know,
in jail.
And in jail, and I don't remember what state. It was in Florida or down here.
Yeah, I don't remember. I don't know.
And the Melendez brothers decide to kill their parents, both the mother and their father. And you know what? I didn't even remember when this happened, right?
That was such a famous case.
It was famous because they were rich and everybody, they were used to hang out with celebrities and they were very well known because of their father. I don't know what the heck he was, you know.
They weren't like celebrities. I think their dad actually was the one who had connections.
Something like that. Yeah. So
their dad
they have a lot of celebrity friends.
Yeah, the family.
The family.
Not
so
them in general.
At the beginning, I remember of the trial, I don't remember that well, or I don't remember if it was mentioned why they decided to kill their parents.
It was
because
the
right
whole
away,
point, yeah.
No, but right away, I think that the media was like, oh, because of the money. They wanted their money right away.
Oh, yeah, they wanted the money. They wanted the will.
The will right away. They didn't want to wait until the parents die. But then they discover later on that apparently they were being abused by the
father.
The father. Sexually abused. And they got fed up. And they killed the mother because apparently she knew about it too.
Yeah. Okay.
And
yeah.
You know more than me.
I know a little bit more
because you started looking on YouTube about
about the case. I didn't watch the court cases because it's like a little.
It was long.
No, not because it was long. I sat through the whole Johnny Depp and Amber Heard trial every day, but it was too graphic, and it's sad, and I know it's the truth, but it was too graphic. I'll watch it when I'm older. I don't really want to see that.
Johnny Depp trial was the funniest trial ever.
Oh my, that was a publicity trial. Like,
the other day I saw, I think it was like those videos, the short videos, the YouTube shorts.
YouTube shorts.
And one of the, the lawyers came up and said, in the morning, it says here that you sniff a big bag of cocaine in the morning. Johnny Depp says hilariously, you were there? How do you know that? But the way he said it, you were there? I was cracking up, because Johnny can be funny.
He was trying his best to be serious.
Yeah, he was trying his best.
They were both kind of wrong.
They were
both kind of wrong.
They're both were wrong. But more
Amber than anything.
Than Johnny.
Yeah.
The funny thing is about that trial, I think it was, I always got the curiosity if Johnny stays sober for the majority of the trial, or or sometimes he went drunk or whatever. Because he looks very sober to me.
Yeah, but he had his glasses on a lot of the
Yeah,
too.
blood. Yeah, he got one of those type of glasses that kind of trick dark.
A little tinted. Yeah.
But I'm wondering if, I think that trial even helped him to get, a little bit more
fame back. Yeah.
No, the fame and the soberness, get a little bit more control of his life.
Yeah.
Because everything on his life basically got exposed.
Mm-hmm. Every aspect of his relationship in life.
So what happened with the Melendez? Let's go back to...
Yeah, let's go, because we get so off topic.
Yeah.
It's good.
We are like that, people. When we talk, me and Brianna, we go everywhere on a bus or whatever. Oh, my God. We can just jump from one topic to another. But
and then we'll just leave one behind.
But that's the good thing about podcasting. You can
pick up on it real quick.
Yeah, real quick. That's the good thing.
But no, because apparently... I think it's true personally. They were crying in the court and all that stuff.
The Melendez.
Yeah, it's crazy. Basically, what happened was that he would, I guess when they were both 6 years old. Because I think one of them is older. One of them is older than the other. I know that, but I don't know their name. I know one of them's name is Lyle. I don't know the other one, but I guess one of them was like the first one that was born when he was 6. His dad started molesting him, and it was like crazy. He would like make him drink his own bodily fluids, if you know what I mean. And he would like put like what are those called? The things that you put in the wall, the thumbtacks.
One of them is Joseph, and the other one is
Lyle.
Eric.
Eric? Really? Who's Lyle then?
Yeah.
Swear I'm going crazy, right? Who is that?
If I'm not mistaken.
Lyle and Eric, yeah. Lyle and Eric.
Yeah.
Okay. So I guess one of them is they're old now.
Yeah.
Well, I know they're old now. They're really old now.
They're probably 20 years already in jail.
Yeah. Sad though.
I'm wondering what happened to all that money, because they used to be filthy rich. Interest. They went up. I'm wondering if they got interest in the bank account.
I don't think they've ever seen each other since the case, though.
No, do you think they haven't?
No, they're separated. That's another thing.
Yeah?
Too. They're separated, yeah.
They don't put them in the same prison?
Mm-mm.
Wow, that's crazy.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure they're in the same prison, I'm pretty sure, but they're not together. They never eat together. You know what I'm saying? They're separate. Yes. And that's, like, on purpose, But no, he would do crazy things like that, like put thumbtacks in their behinds and all this other stuff. It's like, it's really gross, but he would like molest them basically, like in every way, imaginable. Just think of like one of the worst ones. He probably did it. And it's crazy because I guess one of the sons, their mother's was a drunk, and one time she was on the couch and he was talking to him, and she was like, "Oh, you think I'm stupid or something? You think I don't know what your father does to you and your brother? You think I don't know?" And it's like, it's so crazy. Like, it's insane how she knew and she didn't say anything. And they basically said in court that they honestly like feared for their lives, know? And like, I don't even blame them. And it's crazy how like America let them be in jail, because honestly, they're good people. And they're really, like, they're broken people. And people are like, "Oh, but they killed their parents, Like, those aren't parents. Those aren't parents. I'm sorry. Those aren't real parents. Like, the things that they did to their kids, like, they didn't deserve those kids, honestly. Like, it's crazy. But, no, they really didn't. They didn't deserve that at all, And the life sentence, I don't know if they got life without parole.
Apparently, I just read. I was looking information until you were talking.
Yeah.
And they've been doing almost more than 30 years.
Wow.
And they're in California. And apparently they're doing an appeal, which is going on. They have a show on Paramount. You can look for it on Paramount. And they've been trying to get out. They've been trying because of the new laws they've been having on California and all those changes on the judicial system that they got over there. So they're trying to see if they can get out because
They don't.
I don't think they deserve it anymore.
No.
You know, because I understand
that they did take away their lives. They deserved minimum, I think, like 20 years.
Yes.
I think they deserve like.
I know that they
years
did a
at
horrible,
maximum.
and I know they did a horrible crime. But sometimes when you take, let's say, there's an old saying that it says when you take a rabid animal into a corner, it's gonna bite you to get out of that corner, and that's what happened to them. You know, they were molested, and I heard they were, you know, beat up too. They, I don't know who was. There was somebody, a celebrity that I remember I saw on an interview. I don't remember who it was it. And he said that he saw the father of the Menendez beating one of them because he did something wrong. I don't remember what was it. And he beat the shit out of him. And, you know, you can get fed up of the violence as much as you can, but it's going to turn into the point that you're going to explode. You know, your mind is going to work in a way that this is it. This is enough. That's it. I'm going to do something about it because I'm fed up. It's sad. I think they already did their time.
Yeah, right.
And I don't think they should. And I know they repent. I know they 30 years.
30 years. You have a lot of time to think about it.
A lot of, yeah. Because there were other ways that they can deal with it. They could just go, get out of the house, go far away, because they were already, I don't know how old they were.
They were in their 20s.
They were like early 20s.
I think the youngest was maybe like 19.
Yeah,
I think even.
You know, that they could have just left, but they didn't left. But
no, because you would have never. What if they decided to procreate again?
Yeah.
What if, the mom and the dad was like, "Hey, let's have another child,
and let's put him through the same thing.
Let's put him through the same thing."
Yeah.
Like, you know.
Yeah, and the minds, I think, the Melendez mind, they went like, "Oh, this guy doesn't deserve to be in anymore."
Yeah, and the power that he had, and all the money and the control he had,
it's sad
over the community. He could have done whatever he wanted. He could have adopted another kid.
Yeah.
Could have adopted another kid, and no one would have blinked an eye at him ever. So it's sad, honestly, but it's also crazy how like the parents got away with doing that for so long, and no one did anything.
Yeah,
and it's like they did it so sly, like they did it so sneakily, and it's like. You see that now with, like, even, like, minimal things, like, especially in the media. That's what I'm saying. Like, I hate the family vloggers now. I was such a big fan of family vloggers back then. But the family vloggers are, like, insane now. Like, it's crazy. Like, especially on TikTok and stuff. Like, there's this mom on TikTok who she does these videos where it's like, oh, what mom dressed her in versus what grandma dressed her in. And it's a little girl. Such a sweet little girl. Her name's like Winnie or something like Winnie, Wendy, something with a W. I don't remember. And her mom takes her to eat stuff. And she makes her eat like circular objects, if you know where I'm going with this. And she'll put it as the thumbnail of the video of her eating something that looks suggestive. So that she'll get more clicks and more views and more likes. You know where I'm going with this. I
saw that the other day.
She took her daughter to eat like I think it was like a hot dog or something like that. And she was like, she makes her say stuff that sounds sexual.
Yes.
So that pedophiles will like click on her stuff and more.
Yes.
And it's like, it's crazy because parents are now selling photos, like selfies of their kids.
I was going to tell you about that.
They're selling selfies of their kids on like Cameo and stuff like that and all those other websites. Of like their kids in like a bathing suit, and they'll like have like a wish list on Amazon. They'll have an Amazon wish list of like little like tankinis for their 3-year-olds.
What's that, tankini?
They're like they're just string. They're basically just string.
What?
You're just basically naked, like
not bikini, not thong.
It's like a thong basically. Like I'm pretty sure the bottom is like a thong and like. The top is like...
What's it called again?
It's like I don't know. I think that's what it's called. I don't know.
Tankini?
Yeah. Or, I don't know. I don't remember. Something like that. I don't remember.
Or piece of rope.
No, it's like they get like these piece of rope, and they'll be like, "Oh, buy this for the Amazon wish list and pay $5, and you'll get to see a photo of her in it." Like, I'm being so serious. Like,
no, I know. I was
I
going
was
to tell you
watching a
about that.
video about that. Like, that is insane. Like, oh my god.
That's one of the things that I couldn't believe in this world. There's a lot of moms that I did a podcast about when the people from the different media groups like Facebook, Instagram, and Discord, all those, the CEOs of all those companies, they went to because they're trying to more accountable to
the stuff that goes on their
platforms. On the platform.
Yeah.
And one of them talked, I think it was some...
And it was a Snapchat, I think it was.
I don't know. And he was telling that sometimes they cannot control completely because a lot of the time is parents, like you said, they have their daughter that is beautiful, a beautiful daughter.
Or a very cute little girl.
Yeah. And I didn't know that. And he was starting saying...
They force their kids to post.
They post kids... They use their kids to gain more views.
And they pay the bills.
Yes.
And you can't... And they actually cannot take it down if it says... Because if it's like a 12 or like... Let's say like there's a 10-year-old girl on TikTok posting and stuff like that. If it's a adult managed account, they cannot take it down for being...
That's what he was saying.
For being under 13 or something like that.
Yeah.
And they can't...
And because of the... Supposedly is under supervision.
Yep.
But the parent...
Are the ones who are controlling. They're behind it all.
Oh, my God.
And it's crazy.
I couldn't even
You'll
believe
see,
it.
like, a lot of... There's this whole talk about, like... You're not going to get it. It's, like, Sephora
But
kids.
this is what? Kind of like new parents of these days?
Yeah,
like,
it's... Like we were saying in the last episode.
I don't
no,
think...
it's not your generation.
My
it's
generation parents.
Millennial parents. Again, it's millennial parents doing this.
Because...
So, yeah, it's millennial parents doing this.
And I bet, let's not even talk about going to... Well, I don't know if OnlyFans are doing that.
Oh, my gosh.
For those who don't know, OnlyFans is a page that they opened up a couple of years ago. And I don't remember what was the purpose, but
it's
the purpose
literally for it. Okay, the purpose was let's say like
for the celebrities.
Ariana
It was for the celebrities.
It was like celebrities and like influencers to be like, let's say like Ariana Grande posted, she had an OnlyFans account, and you can get like exclusive content behind the scenes of my new song, all that stuff, and you would pay to get a subscription to like see her like content, whatever. But people took advantage of that whole concept
and they started doing
make it
porn.
into a porn website.
Yeah, now it's a porn site. Basically, 99% of it. Let's say Rosa. Let's say her name Rose. Beautiful girl named Rose, and she wants you to see her naked. You wants to see her naked
or doing stuff, and you pay like $10 a month.
And she got a membership, and you pay for seeing him doing stuff. Either she already got videos in there,
or you can. I'm pretty sure you can suggest
she can
videos.
do lives, and you can pay extra. Let's say you can suggest to Rosa, I want you to do this thing. I'll pay you this amount of money so you can do it, and I can see it. And they're doing that.
Do it. Yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah, and it's wild. Like
this world is like
all fucked up.
It is fucked up. I'm sorry to say it.
And there's good people out there, but it is. There's good things on the media. There's good things like that. But it's hard to find all of it when there's stuff is going on. Did you hear? I just got so loud. I probably just busted the mic open. Did you hear about that mom who was running a waxing business and had her daughter wax like 25 vaginas or vaginal areas? Her 6-year-old daughter.
60?
Yeah.
Why?
Because she was helping out. She had her wax.
The only thing that she could have done is stay behind the counter.
I don't know. Manage money.
Manage money and waiting for the wax to be warm and telling, Mom, it's ready. That's it.
Yeah, at most.
At most.
At most.
But she don't need to be doing that.
Yo, she said 25. I think it was like 25. It was almost 30. No, it was like 28 or something like that.
Oh my God.
28. And the daughter was like 6 years old. And she was like, guys, I don't know. I say DCS or DPS. I don't know what. Child Protective Services. I'm getting so tired of saying it. Child Protective Services came to her door or something. I was like,
So imagine.
and she got arrested.
No.
I think it was for like child abuse and all that stuff.
Wow.
And everyone was shocked about it. But it's crazy because like influencers will like, it's crazy because parents are making their children work like that. Like their little kids work like that. Like that's like low-key child labor. Like that's why people want to implant these like child labor laws.
Mm-hmm.
Not like only for like stuff like that, but also for the family vloggers. And because a lot of what happens is a lot of the time you'll see with like you know how like child stars can't work until like a certain time, a certain amount of hours because it's like against child labor laws.
Mm-hmm.
They want to implant stuff like that with family vloggers. And they also, you know how like child actors have like safety nets for like money, and so they actually get a percentage of what they're working for.
Mm-hmm.
And they're not just working for free because their parents are telling them to. They want to ensure like safety nets like this, and it's crazy because people are like, they're hyping this, they're like, please, you know, we need to do this, and like no one's taking action on it. And it's like, it's a lot of like older like people, like I'm saying like people that are like 30 something and stuff like that, who like when family vloggers and like child influencers just became a thing on like MySpace and Facebook, when, you know, stuff like that, like when it first became a thing, like those are the people now that they're a little bit older, they're like, hey, what's going to be done about this, because something needs to be done.
Wow.
And it's like, it's hard for them to like take action and stuff like that, because it's not a subject. It's a subject that's like really like in the eye right now. It's like in the light, but it's not for like, it's in the light of like the media. Like everyone in the media kind of knows about the dang, I can't even talk. The family vloggers and the family influencers, all that stuff. But it's not like the law isn't looking at it how the media is looking at it. You know what I'm saying? They're not. It's not their first priority. It's not.
No, I know.
Sorry to say, it's not.
No, it's not.
And it's not. It's a serious subject, but it's not something like you know, pedophilia and murder and stuff like that. Like that, you know, the law needs to look at first before they look at that. So we need like a higher power, but still sort of low, to sort of bring this to attention to other people. You know what I'm saying?
We need to expose these people.
In there, right?
Yeah. Well, that's one of the things we need to do, is expose these people. And I always said we need to like go back to family values, you know, teach, you know, like good family, because those things, those parents and all the things that are happening is because family values are no more. No more. You know, like they don't. You know, people say, "Oh, that's the old way, whatever." No, it was the good way. It was the reasonable way. You know what I'm saying? Like that was I don't know. Like I remember, you know, like my mom. You know, I love my mom to death. You know, I call her several times a day.
Yeah.
And you know, I know my dad was there for me. You know, if I needed to, but she was not like my mom. Like. And my dad, you know, I wasn't raised with my mom and dad together. And I know it hurts for kids like that.
Yeah.
You know, because they need that formation of, you know, of the parents, both parents there, like, because
together.
one parent is gonna teach you one thing, and
and the
another
other
one's
parent's
gonna
gonna
teach you another
and it's gonna
way.
confuse them.
Yeah, and you get stuff from both of them, and when one of them is not there,
you need the other.
You need the other one, and you know, it's a combination. And as you probably don't know, but the first thing that God made, it was the family. Before even the church, God made the family. That's the first thing. And what is all this? You have to look at what is happening to the world right now is, I'm going to say it, it's your podcast, but the devil has come to destroy the family.
Yeah,
and
is.
that is the center of everything, the family. So keep going. Sorry that I
kind of took over, kind of stole the spotlight for a second. Come on, what's up? But no, you're right, totally, because it's crazy, like how things like that are perceived. You know, like you just stole the spotlight, took all my words.
Even the other day I was watching my favorite show. Which one is it that I always watch it every day? I watch this show at night.
Young Sheldon. I mean, Big Bang. Big Bang.
And I was watching an episode. Sometimes I've seen most of the all the
Great
episodes. Show. And Harold was telling his wife and Bernadette that were
Howard.
Howard was
Harold.
Harold was his wife Bernadette, and he was telling, I felt like a parent when they were taking care of Rosh dog. Oh, we're gonna be good parents. Yeah, we're gonna be good parents. And I remember one of the things when I brought Ollie home, I said, I think probably that's one of the things that we are missing as a family. A pet.
A pet.
Because believe it or not,
pet matters.
Pets matter, especially for a kid. It shows them responsibility, even though Brianna doesn't do it all the time.
I knew you were going to say that. That is not true.
Important.
I'm the most forgetful person ever.
But very important. Kids when they're younger and whatever age they're supposed to, because they're the ones who asking you like 24/7, can I have a dog? Can I have a dog? Can I have a dog?
That is not true. That is a lie.
When you gonna get me a dog? Or when you gonna get us a pet?
I never said that.
And when finally the pet comes to the house,
I forget to take it outside.
And you said, Brianna, did you take the dog outside?
Actually, that's not true. Lately, I've been a little bit more responsible.
I know. Brianna, did you give water to the dog?
I actually gave water to the dog this morning.
Yeah. So, it helps, because I don't know, a dog is part of a family. I always
it's a very lovable pet. It also teaches grief and stuff like that when he dies.
And he gives love to everybody.
Yeah, not to me. Can I disclaimer?
No,
Ollie does not like me like that.
He does love you.
Nah, the only time he likes me is when I'm in my bed and he comes over when Bobby's already awake to go sleep some extra hours. He'll go. And it's really rude, by the way. And then as soon as I wake up, he leaves. He leaves. As soon as I leave.
No, but he loves you. He hates you when you go to school. He start barking. Hey,
he bites my leg every time I leave.
Yeah, he's like, don't go. Roar, 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 roar.
Yeah, when my bus comes, he gets so mad. He bites my leg.
Yeah. No, they're cute.
But when I come home, he's really excited when I come home. Yeah. And then it wears off right away.
Yeah.
It wears off right away.
Yeah.
But no, he's great. He's like the best dog ever. He's amazing.
So yeah, no, it's incredible.
Yeah.
And what other, lately, like we talk about the Menendez, we talk about the other two from Utah, and there's the Australian ones. So we talk about like four families.
Yeah.
Of and we talk about what other child stuff do you ever seen? Because basically the podcast
on
today.
Set.
It's like podcast from today. It's like child exploitation.
Yeah, literally.
One of the things that I would love you to talk about it. What was it? What's that
about? The
about?
documentary, Quiet on Set.
On Netflix, right?
No, it was on HBO Max, Paramount Plus. I don't know. I watched it on a certain website. So
what's that one about?
Don't want to get the FBI on me, but it's about. So if you grew up and if you're older, maybe my dad's age, 40-something or 30-something, around there, you are familiar with Nickelodeon.
Oh, yes.
And you're familiar with Disney and all that stuff. But that's when it really rose to fame. And if you're familiar with that, you know all that and The Amanda Show. And my dad didn't really watch those shows because he's Gen X, so he was a little bit older when those shows kind of came out, so he didn't watch it, and he was more of an outdoorsy kind of kid.
When those shows came out, it was
More
basically outside.
Outside all the time. He was an outdoorsy kind of guy.
Yeah.
If I'm being honest, most of the kids that watched that show were girls. So,
but don't get me wrong, a lot of those shows were good.
Popping.
Yeah,
those shows were popping. It was like with all kids, but like the Amanda show was it was a very girly show too.
Mm-hmm.
Like, a lot of the girls watched it because I don't know why, but it was just a fact. Anyway.
So what happened? Tell me.
Basically. And also, this one, actually, I watched it. Zoe 101 and Victorious and iCarly, I also watched those shows too. Basically. So what happened is, basically, most of it was about Dan Schneider and this guy, his name is so forgetful. He's so ugly. This fat guy, I don't know his name. He's hideous, man. You know that guy, the killer, the one that he's a clown. He was like a clown, and he used to murder little boys and stuff like that. I don't know his name directly. Let me. No.
No.
His name was.
Where did he comes out?
He's a killer. He's a real killer. It's not like a something
real
online.
Killer.
He's like a real killer. Yeah. So basically, the guy from Nickelodeon was in contact with that guy.
No way.
It's crazy. His name, I don't even remember his name. He's so unknown. But but the Quiet on Set documentary was crazy. Like, basically, I'm like looking it up right now. So if I'm a little iffy, that's why. It's because
you know what? You know the only show that I did watch when I was in Puerto Rico, and my mom used to have cable. That I was really into it. There was a show called, and I don't know why they don't make that show anymore. They should, because I think Nickelodeon has going down really, really.
Oh no, like terrible.
Because back in the days, when I'm gonna tell you, it used to be a show called Double Dare.
Double Dare.
Yeah, it was like a question program that used to have two teams, and they used to answer questions and stuff like that. And after that, there used to be like a obstacle course and stuff like that. And they used to use a lot of slime. And then after that,
no. Yeah, that's like one of the.
After that, they did super slimy Double Dare. I think was the second. The show was so popular back in the days.
No, that's what made Nickelodeon like popular. But,
yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think that was the biggest show.
But there's actually a lot of controversy with that. Like
that's what I'm gonna ask you about. Yeah. If something came up in the.
So basically, if you watched all that, there was a black kid on all that, African American kid. I forgot his name right now. Really wish I could remember him. Everything he said on the show was very crazy. He didn't get a call back for like the next seasons of all that because Dan Schneider did not like him and his other African American co-star. So they actually replaced him with Drake Bell, I'm pretty sure. But speaking of Drake Bell, the guy who abused Drake Bell, his name is Brian Peck. I completely forgot his name.
You said.
Yeah, who abused thing, and that's the one who was in contact with the serial killer.
Wow.
But Drake Bell, if you watch Drake and Josh, I did not watch Drake and Josh. I didn't like the whole like fat brother thing. I don't know. I didn't like it. I don't know. I never liked Drake and Josh. I don't know. I didn't like it.
And that was very famous.
It was a popular show. Everyone loved them. Like,
well, because I always say
I didn't like Disney. I mean, I didn't like the boy kind of shows of Nickelodeon.
That's what I was going for.
I liked like the high school ones, like Sam and Cat, Victoria, Zoe 101.
Because you like girly shows.
Yeah, like with like
the
female leads. Yeah, I liked the shows with female
thing. It was for the kids, for the boys.
Yeah, like for them to laugh at, and it was also for like older teenage girls to like be like, oh my god, she's so cute.
Yes,
that wasn't my thing. Like I wanted to watch Victorious and Zoe 101 and like laugh, but like no, but Drake and Josh never was my thing. I didn't like it, but if you know Drake Bell, you know the whole thing that's going on now because he actually was assaulted by a guy who was deeply like roped in with Nickelodeon. And it's crazy because every one of those people,
the
higher powers,
guys.
So basically, every single one of those guys talked bad about Dan Schneider except for Drake Bell. Every single one of them said that he was weird because he is. He's a weirdo. He had a foot fetish for little girls. He made Ariana Grande eat her own foot.
Oh my God, I saw that.
That was
You show that show. They
that
show
was
that
traumatizing.
on the.
Yeah,
Oh my! I was like, yo. She was like, oh my
it was
God.
disgusting.
She was sitting on the bed,
licking her own foot.
Yes.
Eating her own foot. It was disgusting. There was a
was-
lot of, if you go back and watch Victorious, there's so many foot jokes. Like, there's so many episodes just around feet. I don't know. He had this obsession with feet.
Yeah, fetish.
He had a foot fetish.
Yeah.
And it's crazy, like the stuff that came out about Dan Schneider.
I don't
He would make female workers on the set massage him.
What?
Yeah, he would make them massage him, and he would make like adult jokes. He made Jamie Lynn, which is also a lot of rumors about Jamie Lynn. You know how Jamie Lynn Spears?
No, I don't know who that was.
Britney Spears. You know Britney Spears? Her younger sister. She was
okay,
a famous child actor on on Zoe 101. Yeah, she was the main character on Zoe 101.
Wow, I didn't
and
even
she
know
got
that.
pregnant at 16, and people were saying she got pregnant by Dan Schneider.
Did she?
She didn't abort it. No, she didn't.
She had it?
Yeah, she had it.
Wow.
And people were also saying that Amanda Bynes, she was on all that, and then she got her own show.
Which one is that one?
She had the Amanda show. She's really crazy. I'll show a picture of her later to you, but she went really crazy. She's like recovering now, I guess. She's like trying to be a better person.
Wow.
But
a lot of these kids got traumatized.
No,
this.
she made a fake account, posting saying that everyone knew it was her. She made a fake account on Twitter saying that Dan Schneider molested Amanda Bynes and got her pregnant, and she had to abort it. And in all caps, she put Dan did it.
Wow.
A Dan did it on like a secret message. But it was like all capitals in the middle of like random words. So we could see it said Dan did it. Because she didn't say directly that he did it, unless if you looked at the secret like messages that she put in there.
Wow.
But no, yeah. And there's actually, apparently right after it happened, there was an episode on the Amanda show where there was like this bun in the oven. And then they made like this empty stomach joke right after she had an abortion. They made like an empty stomach joke. They were like, "Oh, empty stomach, I see," or something like that, like something crazy like that. Right after she had her abortion, and just crazy other crazy things. Like he would even like she had these hot tub episodes where she would like go in a hot tub with like people, like fake celebrities. Like she there was this like Elvis impersonator who went in the hot tub with her, and like there was a whole episode about it and everything like that. Like not an episode, it was like a part of the episode.
So everything of this happened in the Nickelodeon company.
Yeah, and I get it. People are like, oh, it was a different time, so no one really noticed. But like, girl, it's now. It's like 2020 something, 2024. I don't know why I forgot the year for a second. It's 2024, and I know it happened like 20 years ago. Yeah. But it still matters.
I heard Disney wanted to buy that company now.
I don't even know. But
because they were going down the hill. They had a big studio in Florida. A huge studio. And I think it's where they used to record the Double Dare thing. And I think it was closed. You know, who knows?
Basically, Brian Peck molested Drake Bell, right? Drake Bell didn't say... it was actually the first time Drake Bell ever said that Brian Peck had molested him. No one knew. Wow. Because basically what happened was that his father and his mother got a divorce. Drake Bell's father got a divorce from his mom, and because Brian Peck basically manipulated their whole relationship. Like they were already divorced before Drake Bell's whole career and stuff like that. But he like manipulated their whole like co-parent thing to see Drake Bell more often, and eventually Drake Bell, kind of fell under that manipulation.
Yeah,
like because he was just like 16. I'm pretty. He was like 16, 15.
Like I was telling you before, he was vulnerable. He doesn't have no parents. Only one parent is there.
And he was like, oh, I want my mom to be my manager, not you. And he's like co-signed something so that his dad wouldn't take over him. His dad said, he said, and he was even in the Quiet on Set interview,
Everyone watch Quiet on Set. We're recommending so many movies and shows today, but please watch it.
It's on
honestly,
Netflix, people? Watch it?
No, it's not on Netflix,
No?
actually. It's on, like,
I thought,
it's like
thought
on
you watched it
HBO
on...
Max.
Oh, okay.
I watched it on The Bee. That's
Oh,
why. The Bee's
okay.
like this other website you guys
Okay.
don't know about. But I'm
Okay.
trying to, just watch it on, like...
Watch The Bee.
Yeah. Watch it on, like, 123 Go Movies or something like that.
Yeah.
Legal website. I don't care. But, but no, it was a great documentary. But basically, his dad said that because Brian Peck used to go out of his way to go see Drake Bell's like concerts and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
He used to travel from like California to like, I don't know, for example, like let's say he went from like California to Minnesota, for example, like some like far distance just to go see him go play. And it wasn't like in a friendly manner. You know, it was like a turn on kind of manner. It was disgusting. But his mom, like, is so blinded. She didn't even, like, notice. She didn't even, like, see anything. His dad, after he left, he said, please, he literally begged her. He said, do not leave Drake at Brian Peck's house alone. Do not ever let him get too close to him. And because his mom was lazy one night and she didn't want to drive him home.
Boom, she left him.
She left him at his house.
Oh, my God. You never...
And the first night, it was fine.
Yeah.
The second night, it was fine.
Yeah.
2 weeks go by.
And boom.
And Drake Bell wakes up with Brian Peck on top of him.
Wow.
And it occurs. And, you know, he said, I felt so bad. He said the first time happened... Brian was like, oh no, like it was an accident. I don't know what happened. Like what got over me. And basically, he like it happened again.
Yeah.
And
it kept happening because the kid.
Yeah. He couldn't say anything.
Couldn't say anything
because he was in power.
Yeah.
And he was scared.
Yeah, he's one of the stars of the show. He's gonna lose the contract. They're not gonna believe. It's the first time when something like that happened,
they're not gonna believe me.
They're not gonna believe me.
Yeah, they go. Oh, they're not gonna believe me. They're not gonna believe me.
That's one of the things that they use. The person also that is doing the
they're not gonna believe you.
They're not gonna believe you that your little kid like, and my word is bigger than yours and
all that stuff. And he would like chain him up and stuff like sexual like weird like BDSM kind of thing like knives like.
Wow.
Like torture. He would torture him almost like weekly.
I bet this kid never doing acting again. I don't know. Did he?
Yeah, I think he never did after that.
Yeah,
after Nickelodeon, I think he peaked Nickelodeon. I think he kind of stopped a little.
He got traumatized. He's like,
whoa. I'm not too sure. I'm not like I was not the biggest Drake Bell fan, so I didn't keep up with him after the whole Drake and Josh show ended. But after the whole thing found out, because basically what happened was that Drake Bell was at his then girlfriend's house, and Brian Peck was calling him, like he called him 70 times in a row. And his mom, the mom of the girlfriend, was like, "What's wrong? Like this isn't normal. Like what's wrong?" And he said that he didn't know what came out of him that day, but he just broke down crying like. Oh, like, you know, he said everything right there.
Said he let it go.
He let it go.
Wow.
And she called his mom. They called the police. All this, and then the investigation happened and all that stuff.
And what happened to the guy? They get arrested.
Wait, better. Let's fast forward. The court happens.
Oh.
Court happens because they catch him. Because what happened was they made him like confess over the phone, like in like a way. Like,
okay. They get they did a trick call.
Yeah, they did like a trick call and everything like that. Okay. So they kind of caught him, and it really like I almost like wanted to cry because something happened, and he said that when he entered the courtroom, Brian Peck's side of the court was full, and his side only had his mom and his brother. His mom and his sibling. I don't know if his brother or sister.
Mm-hmm.
And his side was empty. Like, empty. And there was celebrities that wrote, like, a letter. You know those letters that are like, oh, please don't do this. Like, he's a nice guy. You know, that they give to the court.
Yeah.
celebrities and people in
Recommendation
power,
letters, yes.
wrote like 50 letters. And you know what I loved about that documentary is that they let they literally put up photos of every single actor, every single producer, every single everyone
Who wrote
wrote a
letters.
letter for for
Good.
Brian Peck. They put their name, they put the letter, they put their face in it.
That's good. That's good.
And,
so you can know.
So you know who to not support.
Mm-hmm.
And it's crazy because I guess like a month after the trial happened, Drake Bell contacted his father and he told him that they got Brian Peck. And mind you, Drake Bell hadn't told his dad.
No.
Because it was like an anonymous thing because the Drake and Josh show was still going on. Okay. And Drake Bell didn't want it to be like in the public.
And it was a minor.
Abused. Yeah, it was a minor. So it was like a whole anonymous trial.
Okay.
And he called him. He was like, they got him, Dad. And it broke my heart because his dad started crying in the interview because he goes, Drake told him they got him. And he's like, oh, I'm so happy that they got him before he got to you.
He didn't know.
Yeah, he didn't know.
Wow.
And he didn't. You know what's crazy though is that Drake didn't tell him in that moment that it was him that started the whole thing. And it was actually like I think like honestly like a year after that whole thing happened. I'm pretty sure it was like I think it's even longer. I think it's like a month, year. I don't know. It was a period of time passed after he told him. And like that's so sad. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like when his dad started crying, it was very emotional, you know. Like you can feel like what he really went through, like, you know, cuz it was hard. It's probably so hard for him because he knew something was wrong with that guy.
Yeah.
And I don't want to say it's the mom's fault, but it's the mom's fault because, you know, his dad knew. You have parental instincts. And
some parents do, some parents don't.
And yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like
most of the parents, they do.
Mm-hmm.
They kind of like, I don't know. I see that guy.
The mom really trusted the producers and the guys too much, and
they don't trust him, Brianna.
No,
what they want is the money. Remember the other ones who
they don't trust him honestly, but I'm
they don't care.
Sure she didn't care.
As long as that check is keep coming.
Yeah, but he said that when Dan Schneider found out about the whole situation, Dan Schneider was one of the only people who actually came up to him and said, if you need anything, I'm here for you. Let me know. If this show's too much for you, you let me know.
So he continued after all this?
Yeah, he continued doing the show.
Wow.
But it's crazy because he was saying that Dan Schneider was the only one who supported him when everyone in that whole show was saying the most negative things about Dan Schneider. And as they should. But it's crazy how like they were saying like Dan Schneider either loved you or he hated you, and it wasn't good to be either of them, you know. Because if you were hated, you know, you didn't get the money, you didn't get the show, you didn't get the fame, you got yelled at, all that stuff. But if he loved you, you know what that meant. He was creepy with you. He was like, you know, hugging you, touching your knee, all that crazy stuff, you know.
But probably Snyder was with the girls. He wasn't into boys.
No, he wasn't. He was like a girly foot fetish.
Yeah, he was into like the girls.
But he loved making all the boys in his show like.
But all these psycho people, they love each other.
Yeah, I know. But you know what's crazy though?
I bet he knew exactly what
probably. He probably knew what kind of guy Brian Peck was.
Yeah.
But you know what's crazy though is that after the whole case happened and all that stuff, Disney hired Brian Peck to be on the set of The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody.
So, what kind of sentence Brian Peck got?
I'm pretty sure. Let me check. I'm pretty sure he only got I don't even think he got 2 years.
Yeah, because then he got.
I don't even.
And all this happened in the beautiful. I bet this was California or.
Yeah, California. I'm pretty sure.
Because.
Okay, Brian.
I know Nickelodeon a lot of the stuff was in Florida. They got a part next to, I think it was in Orlando, next to Disney, around there, that area. But I think they had a studio there, all these shows, because a lot of this stuff that it was recorded, I think it was in California, where they had the big studios. After you finish with that, I'm gonna ask you something also that I saw because you were into I remember you were very into a show called Dance Moms. And sometimes I took a pic with you when you were watching it, and I asked you, how old are those girls? And you said they were like 10 or 12.
Sorry to interrupt.
Yeah, you find out.
Yeah, Brian Peck this says on Google, in 2004, Peck was convicted of 2 counts of sentenced to serve 16 months in prison.
Un año con 4 meses.
Yeah, 1 year and 4 months. He registered as a sex offender. Peck's arrest and conviction was also featured in the 2014 documentary An Open Secret. I may have to watch that because I didn't even know about that. But it didn't say. But it's crazy. Like,
no, the craziest also, Brianna. So you're telling me that he got registered,
and
as a sex
Disney
offender,
hired
and
him.
Disney is a company basically for children. No matter how you look at it, there's children everywhere, because that's their target. That's their customers, children. And this guy got hired by this. Excuse me, hired by Disney, doing I don't know what, and a show. You said, I think it was you said. So, love me or hate me, but that's what I don't like Disney World. There's a lot of things that
there's a lot of secrets in Disney.
And Disney, there's a lot
and
of
like
secrets.
Nickelodeon, all of them.
All these places that they're targeted for kids.
It's a pedophile ring.
Yes.
Honestly. And another guy who was on the Quiet on Set thing, Jason Handy, who got I don't know how many years, but he had a bunch of, I think they said he had like hundreds of like a porn, like child porn, like tapes and like quote unquote treasures, like locks of little girls' hair.
Oh my God.
And like underwear and stuff like that. And he had journals, like he used to write about how he was a pedophile, like proudly.
Oh my God.
And
I can't.
Like, it's
I'm
so
telling
sick.
you, God knows why he makes me the way I am, because if I would have be a police officer and I would have find people like that.
Yo, Poppy would have been on national news.
I'll be like the Punisher, like
killing people left and right.
Yeah,
beating
people that they deserve. Right? It reminds me, there was this show called Punisher, and he went to a pawn shop. So I don't remember what he was going to buy, pawning whatever, and he went after like the closing time, and when he did his business before he got out, the pawn shop owner says, "Hey, you looking for anything else? I even got some." The guy was almost at the door, opening the door to get out, the Punisher. But when the pawn shop owner says, "Oh, I even got some porn, kid porn," you know what he did?
Kill him.
He went back, closed the door, clunk, and they didn't even tell you what he did, but lo mato. I would be the same guy, because I still can't find what a person sees,
that's just
in a kid that is sexualized. I don't know, like, you have to be like possessed.
Like, no, that's like the devil's
Sick,
work right there.
Possessed by the devil to find an attraction for like a kid. That's what I don't want to steal your show. This is your show.
No. It is.
And
disgusting.
So another thing that I was going to ask you about, and now that we are in the topic of, we are today in the topic of child exploitation.
Child P.
Remember that you saw that you were
big fan of
Dance Mom.
There's like a whole thing happening.
And wait, I'm going to ask you that. Yeah. Then I remember I asked you what was the ages of those little girls, because one thing that I saw, they put the way that they put the makeup so they can look more older.
That's like dance makeup. Like, that's kind of
like... No, but I know that's the sport, the thing that they do, but I don't like it. And And another thing is the way they dressed them up. It's like so sensual. Like to these girls that don't even have most of the time how you know chests, boobs.
Yeah. They would have had like
But they would have made them look like they had.
yeah.
And
It's weird. There's a lot of controversial dances.
that's what I
actually
was
like that.
yeah, and
There was an episode, something like that.
they did a commentary about that. That's what you ever seen it?
No.
So look for it. I don't know the name of it, and they was special about I think about the world of dancing, because I know they explode those little girls.
Yeah.
And that's one of the things that I was like, I don't know, like I get it. I like
Dance.
seeing people dancing and stuff like that.
But
when they sexualize to that,
yeah,
and it's little girls doing it, I don't know. I don't like it.
it's gross.
I don't like it.
He's talking. I think what you're talking about is this dance. I actually would bring this up all the time. It's the weirdest. It actually I never watched that episode because I've rewatched Dance Moms probably I'm not even joking, probably 20 times, all 7 seasons. I'm not even joking. Bobby can testify to this. I used to watch it every day.
Yeah.
Right before I went to bed, right when I woke up. I was looped. I have Dance Mom shirts. Yeah. I was obsessed with Dance Moms. And there was an episode in season 1, I'm pretty sure. That I think they took it off the air. I don't even think Hulu has it on anymore. Because Hulu got Dance Moms on there because they have Lifetime now.
Mm-hmm.
They made the girls wear a tan, strapless bra. I'm pretty sure it was, and it to look like the same color of their skin tone. You know the dancers on Las Vegas that dance with the big fans that cover their topless dancers.
Mm-hmm.
They did a dance of that.
That's called showgirls.
They're showgirls like that. And they did a dance like that. They also did this dance called electricity, where they had these very, very mini skirts with a pantyhose, I'm pretty sure it was.
Yeah.
And they were shaking their butt on the stage and all this crazy stuff. Some of the dances that Abby had these girls on were weird. And Abby said that a lot of those dances actually were put by the producers and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But girl, why would you agree to that? It's because she said she had a contract with the producers. But she said she was like, oh, I never liked those dances or whatever. But I kind of believe her on that part, that she never really liked those dances. But I kind of don't at the same time, because I don't know. I'd rather get myself into legal trouble breaking a contract than having 10-year-old girls do that on stage. That's weird. And there was a dance that they did in season 7 when the girls were all grown up. It was this dance. It wasn't sexual. It was more a dark kind of dance.
JoJo Siwa?
Yeah, they had
Karma?
oh my, can you shut up about JoJo Siwa's Karma, please? My sister Brittany had our mom watch it. My mom was not impressed. My mom got so mad. I hadn't even seen the full
I'm
video.
doing a podcast about that.
I hadn't even seen it. Yeah, y'all should go see my dad's podcast. It's fire. If you should go see it. It's Jigu Podcast. It's very fire. You should go watch it. But no, yeah, I don't know what's JoJo Siwa's deal right now, but it's irrelevant to what we're talking about. But
Well, no, it's not relative. You know why? Because JoJo Siwa came out from that. Either I'm 99%. JoJo Siwa is the perfect example of child exploitation, because JoJo Siwa
JoJo was the underdog of the whole show. No one liked JoJo on the show.
JoJo started where? YouTube or
Dance Moms.
Dance Mom, right?
Yeah, Dance Moms. And then she
But
did
before
JoJo's.
that?
And what do you mean before that? Well, before that she was on
A YouTuber.
no.
What Nickel?
Before she was on Abby's Ultimate Dance Competition.
So JoJo started as a dancer.
Yeah.
Then she got famous.
On Dance Moms.
Then when?
Because first she was on the other show that Abby had, Abby's Ultimate Dance Competition.
Then she turned into what? A YouTuber or?
And then she did YouTube while she was doing dance.
she did like this JoJo's Juice kind of segment and all this stuff. It was weird. She's like poured juice on her head and like all this weird stuff.
And she was super cute.
She's like blonde hair.
The perfect American little girl.
Yeah, everyone loved JoJo. Everyone like hated when Abby used to yell at JoJo because everyone was on JoJo's side. Like, everyone loved her.
The thing is, JoJo, she was very famous because she was like she used to have Bows collection for her hair.
She put her hair in a high ponytail.
High ponytail.
Slicked like 10 cans of hairspray.
That was her signature look. Thing. And then after, she got in a couple of appearances on Nickelodeon shows. Mm-hmm. She was very famous. Then, you know that today, anybody can be an artist. You know, thanks to the miracle of autotune.
On 2021, everyone was actually supporting JoJo because that was when she first came out as gay or lesbian.
No. Before that, wait.
You're backtracking.
Yeah, because this is before she started singing. Before she came out.
Yeah, she was doing like little kid songs, like Boomerang, Candy Store.
Everything she was performing at malls, you know, small venues, but doing great. You know, money was rolling in like crazy. Like, and I think she got her own show for a while. I don't know if she lasted like a season.
No, I don't think she had her own show.
I don't know.
She had her own like YouTube show.
JoJo Siwa is so famous. She got video games and
food, hair, makeup, bows, clothes,
everything. Money is coming in like you guys don't have an idea. So JoJo's the perfect child exploitation because the way they marketed her, their parents, they're so smart. Whoever's doing, then she came out as supposedly being gay, lesbian, whatever. Now she's with and now she's getting bullied for something stupid that she did. That she kind of stole a song and she's like, I don't know, but she's perfect poster for child exploitation. She's been exploited. Like you guys don't even have an idea.
Yeah, I know.
Like she got bows. You go to Walmart, she got everything.
Yeah, her stuff is still like out and everything.
Yeah,
clothes. Kids still watch her old stuff. That's the thing. That's why. But basically, like JoJo came out as like lesbian. I think it was like 2021. And everyone was supporting her because she wasn't like how she is now. Because in 2021, she was just kind of normal, I guess. And then in 2022, she became a little weird. Because she started dating. And then she's like, everyone's making fun of her because there's this meme of her going, because she has like a podcast. And she goes, because an interview asked her like, dream guest on your podcast. Like, who's your dream guest? And she said, dream guest on one of my podcasts? I don't know. Let's spice things up. One of my exes. Like, her whole personality is like having an ex, like being like rebellious now. Like, that's her whole like personality. And like in 2021, when she first came out as gay, everyone was like, okay, whatever, it's fine. Like, no one really cared. It like, you know, but like what she's doing now, she's a whole weirdo. If y'all, please do, I'm sorry, for your own sanity, don't watch the Karma video. She's like humping these random girls and like in this like kiss makeup, which looks terrible because she's like glitter on it. She looks terrible. I'm sorry. She looks ridiculous. And this whole rebrand thing actually came out because they're trying to cover up this controversy that's happening with dance moms. And I physically cannot find a video of the whole controversy. I cannot find one because like everyone's just, if you search up like JoJo Siwa, dance moms, all this stuff, it's just like stuff that's happening with her Karma video. But it's like the stuff I can't even, because the stuff that's happening is insane.
Okay.
Like
JoJo now is 21 years old.
She's 21.
So ya tú sabes, like
she's in her whole rebrand.
Rebrand era. Yes. Now,
but it's embarrassing. You know what she said? She was like, yeah. So she thinks she's like a hero. She's like, this is crazy, because I'm the first one in my generation who's like
like had done this whole rebrand. Like Dove Cameron didn't just turn from Disney to like a pop singer, and so did Olivia Rodrigo. You know Olivia
Christina Aguilera.
No, but she's starting like from her generation. So like there's like so many examples from her generation too. Like and but like she's like, yeah, my big like my inspiration is like Miley Cyrus, like all these people. Like no one in my generation has done it, and I'm so brave, and I'm so like gassing herself up, embarrassing herself, because a lot of people don't remember, but Olivia Rodrigo, you know Olivia Rodrigo, right? She's like the one who has the album and the singer and stuff. She was actually on Disney Channel before. She was in Bizarre Bark, which I also never liked Disney Channel. I was always a Nickelodeon girl.
Yeah, you never liked.
Never liked Disney Channel. No offense.
You never.
It was kind of boring, honestly.
Yeah.
I liked, actually no, that's a lie. I only used to watch Jessie on Disney, and I also liked the one with Selena Gomez in it, the Wizards of Waverly Places. But it was already over when I watched it, so it was like I used to watch it on like other websites.
Which one?
Wizards of Waverly Places.
Who came on there?
Selena Gomez.
I didn't know that.
She was like.
She's a Disney.
Yeah.
A Disney girl?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Also, another rebrand. JoJo's trying to act like she's the first one who's done it. Like, no, girl, that's embarrassing. Like, I'm sorry, JoJo's just embarrassing herself. Like, I get it.
And
but she's not.
Selena Gomez can sing.
And Selena Gomez can sing, and she can.
JoJo Siwa cannot sing.
A lot of people like.
JoJo Siwa is just out of tune.
No, even when she was little.
When whoever doesn't know JoJo Siwa, when she got the raspiest voice. Like, she talks like this. She's a girl, but she talks, like, really raspy.
Hey, guys, it's JoJo.
Yeah, like that. Like, not Miley Cyrus. Miley Cyrus has a raspy, beautiful voice.
Yeah, I know. But
and Miley Cyrus can sing.
Yeah.
But JoJo is out of tune. Like, oh, my God. To the point when she was
I love Selena Gomez. She's great. I had to mention
that.
that. Also, I love her Rare Beauty brand. Everyone knows. And Selena also has a sort of raspy voice too, but when she sings, it kind of goes away. She kind of like sounds soft and beautiful. And Selena's also so pretty. I'm sorry, she's like beautiful.
Yeah,
I can rave about Selena Gomez.
I saw her the other day, and I asked you, I was like, "Is that Selena Gomez?" Because she got older, she got more. I don't know. She looks more beautiful now. When she was like, yeah, I couldn't
she's
even.
Beautiful.
I couldn't even believe it. That was her.
It's like she's aging, but she's not. Like she's aging like wine. Like this is like a recent photo of her.
Yeah,
like come on.
I hope she started drinking.
But you know,
Did she did?
I don't think so. But you know who she's dating? She's dating Benny Blanco.
Who's that?
This ugly mole rat. I'm sorry, he's a weirdo too.
Who's that? That's Bob Ross' kid.
No, it's Benny Blanco.
That's who's
He's
dating?
Like a producer.
That's Bob Ross. Okay, people, you remember Bob Ross, the painter? That's what she's dating. Selena Gomez.
I feel so bad. There's this photo of them together. This one. Oh my gosh. Look at this. That's terrible.
Oh my God.
She's
like,
so beautiful, and then he's just there.
He looks like Jamie, my friend's son. With Jamie without cuando se levanta por la mañana. El hijo the son of my friend Lynette. That he got this beard in the bottom, little kind of mustache, but a lot of hair in the head. Oh my God. I don't know what this kids today's like.
He's old. He should know better.
But I'm saying kids and men.
Yeah.
They got this thing that they trying to leave their long hair and they don't like.
Some of them just don't look good.
How is that termed when they want to look like como like trashy?
Mm-hmm. They want to look like different, like rocker.
And they look so stupid. Like
I feel like some people with straight hair can pull it off a little bit, and like not even that. No, you seen those like scared people? They look kind of like it fits their vibe. But Benny Blanco just looks like he's just seen light. Like he looks crazy.
I don't know.
I'm sorry, but we're just raving about Selena Gomez. But have you seen her Rare Beauty brand? Like she's like rebranded herself because everyone was hating on celebrities like coming out with makeup and stuff. But Rare Beauty's like one of the number one like brands right now, like makeup brands. Like everyone's like raving about it. I love Rare Beauty; it's such a good brand. But I cannot, I don't see it very often because it's not at Ulta. Pretty sure I never see it. It's not at Ulta, but Fenty.
Mean.
Yeah, It's at Sephora. It's like a bougie brand. Like I cannot. It's such a good formula, but am I gonna spend $26 on a blush? No. But also Fenty Beauty, Ariana Grande. I mean, not Ariana Grande. Freaking Rihanna. Rihanna also did the whole Fenty Beauty thing, and she's like popping with the Fenty Beauty thing because she's like her thing is actually really going really popular because her like
I don't think
her
so.
mark. Yes, it is.
I don't think so. These days, you seen what she did?
What?
She's doing some weird stuff.
Yeah, but her brand is going famous.
The other day, she came up in a video, kind of like looking. She was like masturbating in a nun dress.
What?
Yeah, she got the Catholic people.
You're lying.
Catholic people are outrageous with this video of Rihanna dressed up like a nun and showing her, I think it was her breasts, something like that.
I just seen it.
And
yeah, but her brand is so popular. I've never bought from it because it's also expensive. But this is what you're talking about?
Let me see. Yep.
Yeah, it's weird.
It's weird. So
it's a little bit weird. Catholics are gonna
even though I'm not Catholic, we need to respect
other religions.
You know, other beliefs, and you know that's the way I think.
Oh hell no! What the hell is Rihanna
so
doing? Come
it
on.
is. So we were talking about that and child exploitation, like we were saying. Jojo, one time, I don't know if people can find out. There's I think MTV Cribs. They did one of Jojo's CY house.
Oh. Yeah.
And
it's all bows.
She shows every single thing that they created it.
Yeah, she has her own JoJo store in her house.
It's like crazy. But this was when she was like a teenager when she did this.
You know, she had I don't know if she still drives it, but she had like a Tesla with just her face on it.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna pull it up right now because
I think JoJo is one of those.
She's very self-centered.
Yes, I was gonna say like a little brat. Yeah, she is like a little brat, and a lot of these kids are like that. I bet probably. I don't think she came out from poverty because one of the things is I remember Dance Moms that you told me. To be in Dance Moms.
Oh yeah, if you're on the Abby Lee Dance Company team,
imagine she has a Tesla.
It was a Tesla, just her face on it.
With faces of her all over the car.
Yeah, but no, the Dance Moms thing I think was like $250,000 for a Dance Moms thing.
Will you imagine that you had to pay that for your child? I get it. It's beautiful. It's nice, and you know, if you're a rich person,
and they give you opportunities and all that stuff.
If you're a rich person, and you can afford it, go for it. But you know,
if you go to all those people's houses, they live in 2-story. They all lived in 2-story houses, and like, it's just like Brooke and Kelly and Paige. Like they were rich, and all their dads were paying for it. All the dads were paying for it.
Yeah, imagine. Yeah,
because it was crazy, but.
That's crazy.
No, like that was a lot of money. But no, it's crazy though. Also because I remember there was an episode because I feel like there was a lot of like quote unquote like racism going on. I don't want to say quote unquote because I
seen it because there was only one black girl.
And they always used to like say the almost outrageous things to her.
The mom was it a doctor, right?
Yeah,
she was
Dr.
a doctor.
Holly. Yeah, she was like had a doctorate in almost everything. Everyone said that she was the best dance mom because she was. No doubt in my mind, she was the best dance mom. She never once, she always, I remember if you're a Dance Mom fan, you'll know the Kelly and Abby fight when Kelly actually physically pulled Abby's hair. Every dance mom looked at the fight. No one thought about what the girls were saying. Dr. Holly, I'm going to say it. Dr. Holly was the only one who said, girls, get out of the room. All of the other moms were like, oh my gosh, in shock and stuff like that. But Holly was always the one that went to action. She was always the one doing something. I'm sorry, she always was.
It's crazy the way this is. I don't know, like, So many.
And she's like, sorry, I'm interrupting, but she always used to like accuse. Abby used to always accuse Holly of like not being able to afford her.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
I remember.
And like she low-key wouldn't say that to none of the other dance moms, but only to Holly.
Yeah.
And one of the other girls, Cameron, I think her name was.
Mm-hmm.
She was on like season 7 or something. She was like the other black girl that like came on to the show.
Oh, they did another.
Yeah,
black
they
girl?
added another one. And
Okay.
Abby, I guess, made fun because you know how like darker skinned people and like lighter people too. Like I'm tan, but like you know like how like this is darker. Your top of the hand is darker than your palm, and your feet too. It's the same thing for your feet. And I guess she was dancing, and Abby made a comment about her, like I guess something about her looking like a monkey or something like that.
Wow.
Because her palms were lighter than her skin, or the skin on the top of her hand, or it was something like that. I seen it on a dance film. Don't correct me if I'm wrong. You know, say something if I'm wrong. But there's other like racism things like that too that happened. Black Patsy, people used to call her Black Patsy. If you know do you know Patsy Ramsey? It's a woman who killed her pageant daughter. Like,
What?
She killed her daughter. And I don't think she ever got held accountable for it, but she made a whole fake ransom letter on Christmas.
Oh my God.
About how like, oh, we have your daughter, we're gonna kill her, da da da. And they ended up finding her daughter dead in the basement or something like that. And they like someone strangled the daughter or something like that. But anyway, she was like a crazy dance mom, and like she used to like, I don't know, she used to like, yell at moms and all that stuff, and she used to hold moms accountable. So they would call her Black Patsy, like Patsy Ramsey, because she was like a crazy dance mom. And like there's a whole go watch her interviews and all that stuff, because there's a bunch of like crazy stuff about what happened to her and like the racism and all that stuff that they used to endure. But yeah, so this episode's going on for a while. I think we should.
I think doing a Joe Rogan.
I think we're almost we're gonna hit a 3-hour mark if we don't wrap it up.
Yeah.
But no, we had a good talk. So make sure to go look at the shows that we recommended, all the documentaries. So yeah, anything else we gotta say? No, I don't think so.
No, and
We're all set.
thank you for estar apoyándonos.
Yeah. Thank you for listening in. Thank you for tuning in. It was very nice.
Any comments, you can leave it down in the comments. And any suggestions, any topics you want Brianna
us to talk
talk, and they'll be gladly appreciated.
Yeah.
And
anything.
We'll see you in the next episode.
Bye.
Bye-bye.